I feel like I'm starting to be a broken record. I'm back to talk about my disappointment with the latest Call of Duty game, which will be my third time in a row. Now, I've played Black Ops 7, the newest Call of Duty, and it's open beta week, so we can get a good feel of the game. And so far, the multiplayer feels good. Not gonna lie. Zombies, on the other hand, some good, some bad. I'm gonna save that for later. But I have a problem. What has been happening with the recent Call of Duty games have been an annoying pattern that has been happening since the latest MW3. Now, let's take a moment to see what exactly I had to say about MW3 when it first came out.
So far with the Modern Warfare 3 beta, it doesn't really feel like a new game. Everything feels the same. Classes, loadouts, the only new things are movement and new maps, and it just doesn't feel unique.
So what I talked about in the video was that the main reason MW2 and MW3 felt so samey was because the same company was working on their Call of Duty back to back versus when the games were split by different companies each year. Now we have Black Ops 7 releasing right after Black Ops 6, and you can probably guess what I would say about this newest game. In fact, I could probably re-edit the Black Ops 6 zombies video I made, and it would mostly fit the state of zombies that was shown in the beta and in COD Next. Obviously, there's improvements made to the gameplay. I like the feel of the multiplayer, and I like the maps that are being showcased way more than what I did with the Black Ops 6 maps. And for zombies, they zombified the ammo crate and made an open world that's not just factories. They also mentioned the more classic mode that I'm saying in quotation marks that you will be able to unlock after you complete the Easter egg. But for zombies, there's still the glaring map issues, like for instance, the health bars, the mini maps, the on-screen HUD features that show you where to go, like going to Pack-a-Punch, for example. I know that you can turn it off, but I do want to say that I fully feel like both of the recent Black Ops games were built with these mechanics in mind. In older titles, you could freely get around the environment with just simple world building and simple to navigate locations. It is not like that with Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7. Also, with health bars, I'm fine with having them off for zombies, but the map bosses feel the most needed in having them on because you simply can't tell when you're even close to them being destroyed. And as far as I can tell, there's only one option to either have all the health bars on or none of them at all. On the other hand, in Black Ops 3, you had the Panzer and the Margwa that you could pretty easily tell when you were close to eliminating them. Now here y'all go in the comments. The Margwa was in Black Ops 6, so I do not count reused assets that were imported from previous better games. Which also leads into my other issue that I had with the current state of Call of Duty. Remastered maps. I feel like with Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 7, it was very noticeable that the remastered maps were included in the base game because they didn't have that much development time between both releases. I just feel like it shows how unconfident they were feeling about making new maps and also wanting to appease to the old players. Now, Black Ops 6 maps, I wasn't a fan of, but I am enjoying the Black Ops 7 maps, obviously because of them listening to fan feedback. But 16 maps at launch and a third of them being remastered maps is pretty noticeable. So the games between titles don't have enough innovation between the titles, and every company that makes Call of Duty is using the same engine now. So it's very easy to notice the similarities between the past games. As a consumer, it would make sense why you wouldn't buy the newest Call of Duty every year because of this, which also explains why it's on Game Pass. By Call of Duty being on Game Pass, it causes another realm of issues. Call of Duty lost $300 million by being on Game Pass, and that loss can explain why they have so many random skins, effects, and battle passes that flood the shop. But at the same time, if the games weren't on Game Pass, I fully believe way less people would be playing Call of Duty currently. Now, I do want to talk about Black Ops 6 Zombies for a minute, just so I can get my feelings about that squared away. At the start of Black Ops 6, I was enjoying Zombies for what it was. I wasn't a big fan of Liberty Falls, but I played Terminus and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for what it was. I was doing the Easter eggs with my friends, and I really enjoyed Citadel de Mor with the elemental swords. And after that map, I felt that the game was going in a very good direction. I was even considering making a video talking about my enjoyment of Zombies at that time. But as the map started to roll out, things started getting a little repetitive. The Tomb Easter egg boss fight legit sucks. It was so bad. I feel like the side Easter eggs had a lot more creativity than the main ones, which isn't good. And every map was pretty much a lab one way or another. The last map was kind of interesting with the map being vertical, but you literally have a Warzone parachute, so there's really no like survival aspect to it, and it's just not, I really didn't like that at all. Now you take that and you think about Black Ops 3, for example, going from Shadows of Evil to Dreisendracht to Zetsabo to Grad Krovi, all with very unique environments, and that just hasn't been in any of the recent Black Ops games. Now on to Black Ops 7 Zombies. It's very interesting that they're going the transit route with having a map with multiple locations and cutting certain locations and having that be its own standalone survival experience. But I will say I don't think people were playing farm survival back in Black Ops 2. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like most were playing town because it was more open and the training locations were pretty good, and that was just like the better map at launch. Needless to say, farm survival is fine. I enjoyed it for what it was. That's pretty much all you can really say about the recent Zombies experience. I don't like that they reused the mystery box from Origins. The whole reuse asset thing really worries me. And also, Dead Ops Arcade has the old Nuketown as a location in that game, and I'll take the hit if I'm wrong about this, but I'm 95% sure Dead Ops Arcade never reused maps. I felt like all the maps in that game were original for what they were showing. From the gameplay that was shown for the open world zombies map in COD Next, I don't like how it looks driving around in Tessie, the truck. As soon as you hop in it, I'm getting immediate Warzone vibes, and I just don't like the Warzone mechanics that are added into Zombies. I just want each mode to feel unique from the other, and that's something that's just been missing from these installments. I know it was leaked that the HUD changes were coming to Black Ops 7 that's similar to certain Black Ops 3 zombie maps that you would be able to switch, but knowing how Call of Duty runs things, there's a good chance that it's going to be something that you either have to pay for or it's going to be Battle Pass adjacent, unfortunately. And the last thing I want to say is COD Next sucks. But everybody knows that. They don't let zombie creators play their game for more than 10 minutes, and they don't let Warzone players use the bathroom. I just felt like I'd get flack if I didn't mention that, but that's about it. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. We are at 595 subscribers. I really want to get to 600. That would be pretty cool. If you made it to the end of the video, I'm so glad, because I've wanted to say something. I wanted to save this to the end because I only wanted the core viewer to hear this, who watched the video all the way through. I want to let you guys know that I need you. We need you. We need you in Verdansk.